Good morning, students. Welcome to Diamond Group of Institutions KSET online classes. Today we discuss the chapter Continuity and Differentiability. Continuity and derivatives. So, how to define one function is continuous? So, always left limit equal to right limit equal to at the point. Suppose if you take the f of x function said to be continuous at the point x equal to a, if limit x tends to a minus f of x, this is represent left limit, is equal to limit x tends to a plus f of x, this represent right limit, is equal to at the point. At the point means f of a. Left limit equal to right limit equal to at the point f of a. Then the function f of is continuous at the point x equal to a. Suppose if left limit equal to f of a exists, then it is called left continuous. Suppose limit x tends to a plus f of x equal to f of a. That means this is called, if this condition is hold, that is called right continuous. So see the first problem. Let f of x equal to sin pi x by 5x when x is not equal to 0. K if x equal to 0. If f of x is continuous at x equal to 0, then k equal to what? Option A pi by pi, option B pi by pi, option C 1, option D 0. What is the given condition? F of x function is continuous. So function is continuous means limit equal to at the point. So given f of x is continuous at x equal to 0. So you can take limit x tends to 0, f of x equal to f of 0. So limit x tends to 0. What is f of x function here? Sin pi x by 5x equal to f of 0 value k. So k. So here 1 by pi constant, keep outside. So limit x tends to 0, sin pi x by x equal to k. So which is in the form of limit x tends to 0, sin ax by x equal to a. So here what is the a value here? Pi. So this value is 1 by pi into pi equal to k. So k value pi by 5. So option is A. Next problem. If f of x equal to x into sin 1 by x, where x is not equal to 0. Next to 0, if x equal to 0. Then at x equal to 0, the function is what? First option, differentiable but not continuous. Option B, continuous but not differentiable. Option C, not continuous. Option D, continuous or differentiable. So you have to verify the given function is continuous or differentiation or both. You can verify. So first verify the continuous. So limit x tends to 0, f of x calculate. Limit x tends to 0, f of x means x into sin 1 by x. So x value 0. 0 into something is 0 only. That's why 0. Already f of 0 is 0 only. So already f of 0 is 0. So that's why f of x is continuous at x equal to 0. Next, verify the differentiability. How to verify differentiability? F dash of x equal to limit x tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. If this value is exists, then it is differentiable. Otherwise not. So f dash of 0 equal to limit x tends to 0, f of x value is 0, so 0 plus h minus f of 0 by h. This equal to limit x tends to 0, f of h value, f of h is nothing but h into sin 1 by h, x replaced by h. So h into sin 1 by h minus f of 0 means h value is 0, x value 0 means total is 0. So 0 by h. Here h cancels. So what is the remaining? Limit x tends to 0, sin 1 by h. This limit is not exist. So differentiation is not exist. So finally what you say? The given function is continuous but not differentiable. So option B. Next problem. Let f of x equal to 1 minus cos x by x if x is not equal to 0. Next, if x equal to 0, value is k. Is a continuous function at x equal to 0, then k equal to what? Option A 0, option B 1 by 2, option C 1 by 4, option D minus 1 by 2. So given function is continuous. That's why you can take limit x tends to 0, f of x equal to f of 0. So limit x tends to 0. What is f of x? 1 minus cos x by x. equal to, what is f of 0 value? K. So how to apply the limit here? If you limit apply, you get here 0 by 0 form. That's why if you get 0 by 0 form, then at that time apply L'Hospital rule. What is L'Hospital rule? If you take limit x tends to a, f of x by g of x equal to, if you get 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, at that time you can apply L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule. What is that rule? Limit x tends to a, f of x derivative is what? F dash of x by g of x derivative is what? G of x. After that apply the limit value. So that why what you get here? Limit x tends to 0. One derivative is 0 minus cos x derivative is minus sin x. So minus or minus plus sin x by x derivative is 1 equal to k. So if you apply the limit x is 0, sin 0 is 0. That's why k value is 0. So option is A. Next problem. Which one of the following is not true always? Not true always. Option A. If f of x is continuous, at x equal to a, then it is differentiable at x equal to a. Option B. If f of x is not continuous at x equal to a, then it is not differentiable at x equal to a. So third option. If a function f of x is continuous at x equal to a, then limit x tends to a, f of x exists. Option D. If f of x and g of x are differentiable at x equal to a, then f of x plus g of x is also differentiable at x equal to a. So the relation between continuous and differentiable is, if f of x is differentiable at x equal to a, then f of x is continuous at x equal to a, compulsory. If the one function is differentiable, compulsory that function is continuous. Converse need not be true. Converse need not be true. So what is the first option given? If f of x is continuous at x equal to a, then it is differentiable at x equal to a. If the function is continuous, then that function is differentiable. This is not always true. So this is the false. What is option B? If f of x is not continuous at x equal to a, then it is not differentiable. If the one function is not continuous, compulsory that is not differentiable. So this is always true. What is the next option? If a function f of x is continuous at x equal to a, then limit x tends to f of x is exists. If the function is exists, left limit equal to right limit equal to at this point. At that time you can say limit is exist. So limit x tends to f of x is exist. So this one is also always true. What is the last option? If f of x and g of x are differentiable functions at x equal to a, then f of x plus g of x is also differentiable. This is also always true. If f and g are differentiable, its addition also differentiable. This is also always true. So what is the not true? That means false option. Option A. This is the right option. If the function is continuous, then it is not differentiable at x equal to a. This is not always correct. Okay na? So next problem. Let f of x equal to 1 minus tan x by 4x minus 5. If x is not equal to pi by 4, x belongs to closed interval 0, pi by 2. If f of x is continuous in closed interval 0, pi by 2, then f of pi by 4 equal to. Here what is the given condition? The given function f of x is continuous in the interval 0, pi by 2. So that's why at pi by 4 also the given function is continuous. So that's why you can take limit x tends to pi by 4 f of x equal to f of pi by 4. So f of pi by 4 equal to limit x tends to pi by 4. What is the f of x function? 1 minus tan x by 4x minus 5. Substitute here. So now apply L'Hospital rule. What you get? Limit x tends to pi by 4. One derivative is 0 minus tan x derivative is secant square x by 4x derivative is 4. Pi is the constant, derivative is 0. So if you apply the pi by 4, limit apply, what you get? Minus secant square pi by 4. That is nothing but minus of root 2 whole square by 4. So minus 2 by 4 is nothing but minus 1 by 2. This is the value of f of pi by 4. So option is A. Next problem. The function f of x equal to log of 1 plus ax minus log of 1 minus bx by x is not defined at x equal to 0. The value which should be assigned to f at x equal to 0 so that that function is continuous at x equal to 0. So you can assign which value to the x equal to 0, the function is continuous. You have to find out f of 0 value. So option A log a plus log b, option B 0, option C a minus b, option D a plus b. So first find out limit x tends to 0 f of x value. Which value you get, that one is equal to f of 0. So now calculate limit x tends to 0 f of x equal to limit x tends to 0. What is f of x? Log of 1 plus ax minus log of 1 minus bx by x. If you apply the limit x tends to 0, you get 0 by 0 form. That's why you apply L'Hospital rule. If you apply L'Hospital rule, what you get? Limit x tends to 0, which is the form of log x. Log x derivative is generally 1 by x. So you can write here 1 by 1 plus ax into internal function. 1 plus ax derivative is here minus log of 1 minus bx derivative is 1 by 1 minus bx into internal derivative is minus b. So this is nothing but in denominator x derivative is 1. So limit x tends to 0, that equal to limit x tends to 0 a by 1 plus ax. Next minus or minus plus b by 1 minus bx. Now apply limit x value 0, substitute what you get here a by 1 plus 0 plus b by 1 minus 0 is nothing but a plus b. If you assign the x equal 0 for the function f is a plus b, then the given function is continuous. So final option a plus b, option is D. Problem. The function f of x equal to step x, where step x denotes the greatest integer function, not greater than x, is option A continuous only at rational values of x, option B continuous for all real values of x, option C continuous only at positive integral values of x, option D continuous for all non-integral values of x. This question repeated in KSET 2010. This is a standard result. Step x is always continuous for all non-integral values of x. So continuous for all non-integral values of x. This is the standard result. So option D. Next problem. If f of x equal to log x by x minus 1, comma if x is not equal to 1, k if x equal to 1 is continuous at x equal to 1, then k equal to option A 0, option B minus 1, option C 1, option D is D. So here given the function is continuous. Function is continuous means you can take limit x tends to 1 f of x equal to f of 1. So next limit x tends to 1. What is f of x here? Log x by x minus 1. Substitute here equal to. What is f of 1? K. So k. So if you apply x equal to 1, what you get? Log 1 is 0. 0 by 0 you get it. So that's why you can apply L'Hospital rule. If you apply L'Hospital rule, what you get? Limit x tends to 1. Log x derivative is 1 by x. By x derivative is 1 minus 1 derivative is 0. So that's why denominator is 1. So if you apply the limit x value is 1, you get 1 by 1 equal to 1. So k value is 1. So option C is the correct answer. Next problem. If f of x equal to sin of step x by step x. If step x is not equal to 0. If step x equal to 0 is 0. Where step denotes greatest integer functions, then limit x tends to 0 f of x equal to what? Option A 1, option B 0, option C minus 1, option D none. What about the step x condition? Step x condition is always like this. N is less than or equal to step x is less than n plus 1. Step x takes always least value. So here step x equal to what? If 0 is less than or equal to x less than 1, then its value is 0. If you take minus 1 is less than or equal to x less than 0, at that time you can take minus 1. So substitute here what you get in the f of x equal to, what is the function? Sin of step x by step x. If you take minus 1 is less than or equal to x is less than 0, at that time step x value is minus 1. So sin of minus 1 is minus sin 1. Minus sin 1 by minus 1 is nothing but sin 1. So function is sin 1. Next, if you take 0 is less than or equal to x less than 1, at that time step x value is 0. That's why you can take 0. So first left limit find out. Limit x tends to 0 minus f of x equal to 1. Limit x tends to 0. What is the left limit value? This one. sin 1. Left limit means x less than 0 you can take. So right limit means you can take this one, x greater than 0. So sin 1 is a constant, so you can write sin 1 only. Next, right limit x tends to 0 plus f of x equal to limit x tends to 0. 0 plus means x greater than 0. X greater than 0 value what? 0. So 0. So this value is 0. So you get left limit value is sin 1, right limit value is 0. So left limit is not equal to right limit. So that's why limit is not exist. So option is none. Next problem. If y equal to under the root of tan x plus under the root of tan x plus under the root of tan x plus so on up to infinity, then dy by dx equal to. This model is important. So option A cos square x by 2y minus 1. Option B sec square x by 2y minus 1. Option C tan x by 2y minus 1. Option D cot x by 2y minus 1. First you take the given function y. So if you apply squaring on both sides, what you get? Y square equal to, here one root is removed, you get tan x plus remaining is under the root of tan x plus under the root of tan x plus so on up to infinity. So this is also a y. This is the given function y. So you can take y. So y square equal to tan x plus. Now differentiating with respect to dx, what you get? Y square derivative is 2y into dy by dx equal to tan x derivative is secant square x, y derivative is dy by dx. This dy by dx term in that side, what you get? If you take dy by dx is common, you get 2y minus 1 into dy by dx equal to secant square x. Therefore, dy by dx equal to secant square x by 2y minus 1. So option is B. Next one. If y equal to tan inverse of sin x plus cos x by cos x minus sin x, then dy by dx equal to what? Option A 0, option B 1 by 2, option C 1, option D minus 1. First take the given function y. Y equal to tan inverse of sin x plus cos x by cos x minus sin x. From the numerator and denominator, here cos x is take common. Here cos x take common, here cos x take common. What you get if you take cos x is common? Numerator denominator cos x is cancelled. The remaining is sin x by cos x is nothing but tan x, here plus 1 by 1 minus sin x by cos x is nothing but tan x. This value is nothing but tan of x plus pi by 4 because of which in the form of tan x plus 1 can be written as tan x plus 1 is nothing but tan pi by 4 by 1 minus tan x into 1 is nothing but tan pi by 4. So which is the form of tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b is nothing but tan of a plus b. So tan of x plus pi by 4. So tan inverse tan cancel. What you get? X plus pi by 4. Now differentiating with respect to x, what you get? Dy by dx equal to x derivative is 1. Pi by 4 is a constant 0. So final answer is 1. So option C. Next question. If y equal to tan inverse of root over 1 plus sin x plus root over 1 minus sin x by root over 1 plus sin x minus root over 1 minus sin x, comma, pi by 2 is less than x less than pi by 2. This means x belongs to second quadrant. So then dy by dx equal to option A 1 by 2, option B minus 1 by 2, option C x by 2, option D minus x by 2. First to find out the values of internal function values, root over 1 plus sin x, root over 1 minus sin x values find out first. So root over 1 plus sin x. Generally sin 2x equal to what? Sin 2x equal to 2 sin x cos x. So that's why sin x equal to what kind of formula? 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. So in the place of 1, that's why you can write sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2 you can write. So which is the form of a square plus b square plus 2ab is nothing but a plus b whole square. That's why you can write sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 whole square root. For squaring root is removed, what you get? Sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2. Next similarly write for the root over 1 minus sin x. Root over 1 minus sin x equal to root over, again sin x is nothing but 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Again in the place of 1 sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2. So which is the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab is nothing but a minus b whole square. So sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2 whole square root. For squaring root removed, you get sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2 only. So don't write cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Why? Because the x belongs to the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sin is positive, cos is negative. That's why you can take sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2 whole square only. Don't write cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square. So next, these values substitute in the given function. You get y equal to what? Tan inverse of root 1 plus sin x value, sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 plus root over 1 minus sin x value, sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2 by root over 1 plus sin x value, sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 minus of under the root of 1 minus sin x value, sin x by 2 minus cos x by 2. Here in the numerator, cos x by 2, cos x by 2 cancel. So you get sin x by 2 plus sin x by 2 equal to 2 sin x by 2. Next in the denominator, sin x by 2, sin x by 2 cancel. What is the remaining? Cos x by 2 minus of minus cos x by 2 is nothing but 2 cos x by 2. Here 2 cancel. Sin by cos is nothing but tan. So that's why you get y equal to tan inverse of tan x by 2. Here tan inverse tan cancel. You get x by 2. Now differentiating with respect to x, you get dy by dx equal to 1 by 2 because of x derivative is 1. So option is A. Next problem. If y equal to e power x plus e power minus x by e power x minus e power minus x, then dy by dx equal to option A minus secant h square x, option B minus cosec h square x, option C secant h square x, option D cosec h square x. So what is the given function here? Y equal to e power x plus e power minus x by e power x minus e power minus x. If you both numerator and denominator divided by 2, what you get? E power x plus e power minus x by 2 by e power x minus e power minus x by 2. So this value is nothing but e power x plus e power minus x by 2 is nothing but cos hx, hyperbolic function, cos hx. So next denominator, e power x plus e power x minus e power minus x by 2 is nothing but sin hx. So cos hx by sin hx is equal to cot hx. Now differentiating with respect to x, what you get? Dy by dx equal to cot hx derivative is minus cosec h square x. So option B. So next problem. If x equal to a into t minus 1 by t, y equal to a into t plus 1 by t, then dy by dx equal to option A y by x, option B minus y by x, option C x by y, option D minus x by y. Here what are the given functions? X equal to in terms of t. So this is parametric equations. X value in terms of t, y value also in terms of t. But options are given clearly in xy terms only. That's why you can eliminate the parameter t first. Eliminate the parameter t and convert it to the equation in terms of x and y. After that apply differentiation. So that's why you can take x square minus y square. You can verify x square minus y square, otherwise x square plus y square. So x square minus y square divided by this equal to x square means a square into t minus 1 by 2 whole square minus a square into t plus 1 by 2 whole square. Here a square is common, which in the form of a minus b whole square. A minus b whole square means a square plus b square minus 2ab minus which in the form of a plus b whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Here t cancel, here also t cancel. Next to t square cancel, 1 by t square, 1 by t square cancel. What is the remaining? Minus 2 is nothing but minus 4. Minus 4 into a square is minus 4a square. So the parameter t is eliminated. Now the equation is x square minus y square equal to minus 4a square. Now differentiating with respect to x, what you get? X square derivative is 2x minus y square derivative is 2y into dy by dx equal to minus 4a square is a constant, so derivative is 0. So this can be written as 2x equal to 2y into dy by dx. Both sides 2 cancel. So finally dy by dx equal to x by y. So option is C. So next problem. If f of x and g of x are two functions, f of x and g of x are two functions with g of x equal to x minus 1 by x and f circle g of x equal to x cube minus 1 by x cube, then f dash of x equal to option A x square minus 1 by x square, option B 3x square plus 3, option C 3x square plus 3 by x power 4, option D 1 plus 1 by x square. So what is the given function values? G of x equal to x minus 1 by x, f circle g of x equal to x cube minus 1 by x cube. F circle g of x is nothing but f of g of x equal to, so which in the form of a cube minus b cube. A cube minus b cube is nothing but a minus b whole cube plus 3ab of a minus b. Apply this condition here. In the place of a x, in the place of b, 1 by x. If you substitute, what you get here? X minus 1 by x whole cube plus 3 into x into 1 by x is nothing but 3 only. X cancel. That's why you get it 3 into x minus 1 by x only. So here g of x value is given. What is g of x minus 1 by x? So f of x minus 1 by x equal to x minus 1 by x whole cube plus 3 into x minus 1 by x. So this internal function take t. So what you get? F of t equal to t cube plus 3t. So derivative this one with respect to t. What you get? F dash of t equal to t cube derivative is 3t square plus 3 into t derivative is 1. That's why you get 3t square plus 3. So finally f dash of x equal to what? 3x square plus 3. So option is B. Next problem. If y equal to 1 plus 1 by x plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x cube plus so on up to infinity with mod x is greater than 1, then dy by dx equal to what? Option A x square y square. Option B x square by y square. Option C minus y square by x square. Option D y square by x square. What is the given function here? Here given y equal to 1 plus 1 by x plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x cube so on. Actually we have the condition 1 plus x square so on up to infinity is 1 by 1 minus x. Here in the place of x 1 by x is given. That's why you can write 1 by 1 minus 1 by x. Here LCM is x. So that can be written as x by x minus 1. So now find out dy by dx. So dy by dx equal to what? Here apply u by v rule. What is the u by v rule? D by dx of u by v equal to v square v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx. Apply this condition. What you get? Dy by dx equal to x minus 1 into d by dx of x minus x into d by dx of x minus 1 by x minus 1 whole square. So this equal to x minus 1 into derivative of x is 1 minus x into derivative of x minus 1 is also 1 by x minus 1 whole square. This equal to x minus 1 minus x by x minus 1 whole square. Here x cancel. What is the remaining is minus 1. So minus 1 by x minus 1 whole square. So here this equal to this is the dy by dx. But answer in terms of x square y square only. So that's why here what is the given function converted to y equal to x by x minus 1. Here 1 by x minus 1 whole square is there. That's why in the numerator x square multiply and divide. You convert it to possible to convert to y. So here x square divide and multiply. So minus 1 by x square of this can be written as x by x minus 1 whole square. X by x minus 1 is nothing but y. So that's why in the place of x by x minus 1 substitute y. Then you get minus y square by x square. So option is C. Next problem. If f of x is a function such that f double dash of x plus f of x equal to 0 and g of x equal to f of x whole square plus f dash of x whole square and g of 3 equal to 8, then g of 8 equal to, so option A 0, option B 5, option C 8, option D 3. So here what is the given function g of x? G of x equal to f of x whole square plus f dash of x whole square. So now differentiate with respect to x. What you get? G dash of x equal to f of x whole square derivative is 2 into f of x into internal function f of x derivative is f dash of x plus f dash of x whole square derivative is 2 into f dash of x into internal function f dash of x derivative is f double dash of x. Here possible to take common 2 into f dash of x common. So what is the remaining? F of x plus f double dash of x. So this equal to 2 into f dash of x. This value is given in the problem. F double dash of x plus f of x equal to 0. That value substitute here. What you get? 2 into f dash of x into 0 equal to 0. So g dash of x equal to 0. G dash of x equal to 0 means g of x is constant. G dash of x equal to 0. G dash of x equal to 0. If you apply integration on both sides, what you get? G dash of x to dx equal to constant. So g of x equal to constant here. So here given. So g of x is a constant function. That's why here what are the given values? G of 3 equal to 8. So g of 3 equal to 8 means g of 8 also 8 only, because of the given function g is a constant function. So final answer is g of 8 equal to 8. So option C is the correct answer.